If you've got a favorite driver out there, drop their name in the chat. We'll give them a shout out. We'll give you a shout out. And we'll help you cheer on your favorite driver. I know there's Ryan Nesbitt fans in the house. We'll see if he can get it done for a third time here tonight. All right, heat number 1. And it looks like this is going to be John Darby and Brett Carroll up front, Trevor Burge and Stephen Lindeau on the second row, then Todd Schott and Ken Boland in the third row. Doug Tyre Norton will round out the field. They are lined up, waiting. Here goes the pace truck. He is starting to move. Looks like we will have 2 heats and then a feature here tonight. About 13 drivers were in the practice session. Very interested to see how some of these guys do. You got a Trevor Burge that was super fast on a clean track. Kenneth Boland was extremely fast once the track slicked off, and Todd Schott was fast the whole time. Todd Schott starting back in 5th. It'll be interesting to see how far up he can get in just a few short laps. Pace car leads him around one last time. Pace truck dive off in turn 4. They will go on the green the first time, and every other restart will be on the leader. Green flag in the air, and here they go. Brett Carroll gets a good jump to the outside going into turn 1. And we've got a big wreck right at the front, right off the start. Caution is out, several cars involved. Let's take another look at this. There's Todd Schott on the outside wall. The 999 of Brett Carroll just comes down to the inside. And the only cars to sneak through on that, I do believe, was Doug Norton and Ken Boland. They were the only 2 that were able to sneak by in all of that. Stephen Lindeau managed to keep the car straight, though, even though he got a little bit of it. He manages to keep the car straight. Looks like he is going to assume the lead. Todd Schott now up to 2nd. Doug Tyre Norton up to 3rd. Kenneth Boland is up to 4th. Brett Carroll in back to 5th. John Darby, Trevor Burge both on pit road at the moment. We'll see. Hopefully they can get back out. Looks like Trevor Burge is going to get back out on track. He is being scored 1 lap down. Let's see if we can take another look at that. Yeah, it looks like Brett Carroll just came down, collected Darby and Trevor Burge in that incident. Todd Schott did not get a good start on the first start. We'll see if he can get a little bit better start, keep it up off the wall. He was in the outside wall going through 1 and 2. For a full-bodied car, these aren't very heavy. They do have quite a bit of power, though. Can be a bit of a struggle to control. Lights are out on the pace car, 1 to green. Todd Schott lining up to the outside of the front row. Doug Norton to the inside. On the second row, Ken Boland is on the outside of row 2, and Brett Carroll there in the back. Looks like Trevor Burge is getting his lap back. John Darby is being shown a lap down, but Trevor Burge will be back on the lead lap. We'll see if he can do anything with it as he catches up to the back of the field. Pace truck is in. Green flag is in the air. Stephen Lindo gets a decent start. Not enough to run away, but enough to get his nose out in front. Going into turn 1, Todd Schott just shot by. And there's a mess in the back. Everybody manages to keep going straight. Meanwhile, Todd Schott out to the lead. Stephen Lindo looking for a way around him. And Stephen Lindo cannot get back to the back bumper of him. Todd Schott is just gone as they go through the final lap. Todd Schott has the lead. Stephen Lindo has second, pretty secured here. Kenneth Boland trying to claw his way back up. Can't quite get there. It's going to be Todd Schott winning the first heat. Stephen Lindo second, Kenneth Boland third, Brett Carroll fourth, Doug Norton fifth. All right, heat number 2. As they line up, it is James Scruggs on the pole. Kevin Martin will start second. Third will be Lance Spanberg. Ryan Nesbitt fourth. DJ Kenner fifth. And James Johnson sixth. And we're definitely going to be watching Ryan Nesbitt after 2 wins here already tonight. And of course, Lance Spanberg, who didn't put in much practice. We'll see what he can do with it. Does not look like Lance Spanberg made the grid. DJ Kenner also back there. And he is always one to watch on any dirt track. Pace truck passes the start-finish line one more time around. Next time they will be green flag racing. Looks like we're only going to have 5 cars on track. Lance Spanberg did not grid. Kevin Martin, James Scruggs will lead them down once the pace car drops off. James to the inside, Kevin to the outside. Pace truck is in. Green is in the air. James leads him down into turn 1, but that outside line definitely has the momentum on the start. Oh no! Kevin is in the wall. He is in the wall in 1 and 2, and he is trying to recover, but here comes Ryan Nesbitt to the inside for second. Now already looking to the inside for first. Ryan Nesbitt to the lead in heat number 2. And he was not very confident coming into this race. I think he was might have been being a little too humble. He is already up to the lead and starting to open up a lead. DJ Kenner now up to 3rd place. James Johnson up to 4th, but James is struggling down through turns 3 and 4 coming down the front straightaway. Meanwhile, Ryan Nesbitt continues to open up a lead. Kevin Martin in 2nd, DJ Kenner in 3rd, trying to reclaim some positions. Trying to get a good starting spot for the feature. James Johnson back in 4th right now. James Scruggs back to 5th currently. Lance Spanberg is not on the track. Ryan Nesbitt continues to lead, 3 laps to go, and he has opened up quite a lead, almost a full straightaway at this point. But DJ Kenner has closed the gap to 2nd place. Will he be able to get to Kevin Martin before they finish this race? Will he be able to get past him? You always count on DJ to put on one heck of a show, and he is doing it again tonight, coming through 1 and 2, 2 laps to go. He gets to the inside of Kevin. Going into 3 and 4, still has that inside line. He's hooked up. He's got a nose ahead coming down the front straightaway. Kevin's still fighting on the outside. He gets down really low there, trying to get some momentum up on the high side. Can't quite get there. It's DJ Kenner to 2nd. As they come to the checkered flag, it is Ryan Nesbitt with the win. DJ Kenner 2nd, Kevin Martin 3rd. 4th is James Johnson, and James Scruggs comes home 5th. And DJ Kenner is going to be one to watch in the feature. He has definitely found a way to get around this track very, very quickly. On to the 2-minute warm-up. Wow, that second heat was quite a battle tonight. Yeah, there is, we broadcast the BRR League on Sunday nights, their Cup Series, and one of the things that is a running joke is that when AJ Godsey says he is struggling at any track, he's usually going to walk away from the field. Ryan Nesbitt has said twice tonight that he is not great in a 360, and then he said he was not great in these pro late models. And he won the 360 race in a pretty dominant fashion. He won the Legends race in a very dominant fashion, and he's been really fast so far in the pro late models. I'm beginning to think when he says he is struggling, just like AJ Godsey, he is going to be one to watch. He is going to come to the front and dominate. Ryan Nesbitt, as we're speaking about him, 2nd fastest in warm-up. Less than 1/10 of a second behind Trevor Burge, who is currently the fastest car out there. There's Trevor in that bright green car. What a show these guys have put on tonight. This is definitely going to be a great way to finish this night out. Alrighty, it is time for the 35-lap feature event. Let's look at our starting grid. Todd Schott and Ryan Nesbitt up front. Stephen Lindo and DJ Kennard. Kenneth Boland and Kevin Martin, 5th and 6th. 7th is Brett Carroll. 8th is James Johnson. 9th is Doug Norton. 10th is James Scruggs. Then 11th is Trevor Burge. 12th is Lance Spanberg. And rounding out the field is John Darby. And looks like we've got Todd Schott going to the back. I'm guessing due to a win last week. So it will be Lindo and Nesbitt on the front row. Now the question is, can Lindo hold Nesbitt off, and will Nesbitt be able to run away with this one too? 13 cars currently on, or 12 cars currently on the track. It looks like Spanberg did not grid. cheer on your favorite driver in the chat. We'll try and take a look at him. We're going to try and take a ride along mid-race as well. Pace truck is in. Here they come down to the green flag. Green flag is in the air. Nesbitt gets a really good launch out past Stephen Lindo. And Nesbitt gets in the wall in turns 1 and 2. Several cars check up, crashing all over the place. More crashing midway through the field. Caution is out. Let's see if we can take a look at some of these accidents. DJ Kenner trying to avoid Nesbitt, gets down and gets Doug Norton and collects just about everybody behind him. There's Todd Schott to the outside. Just can't get away. And I do believe just about everybody got collected at some point in that race. As we saw, Doug Norton was collected. Trying to check up, and Todd Schott got into the left rear quarter panel of him. I think Stephen Lindo might have been the only one to avoid all the chaos. Ryan Nesbitt really had a great start, and then a lap in hits the outside wall, and that brought out chaos all to everybody behind him. I think most every car behind him has some form of damage at this point. Try and take a little closer look. Stephen Lindo is fine. You can see Nesbitt's right rear is pretty banged up, as is Brett Carroll's. Kevin Martin doesn't look too bad. He took a hit to the left side, or to the right side, excuse me, but he looks all right at the moment. John Darby there in the green and white looks like he has a little damage to the right front, not too terribly bad. Doug Norton is not in. He took quite a bit to the back end. Todd Schott has minimal damage. James Scruggs looks okay. He managed to get checked up and avoid most of that. Kenneth Boland looks okay. Ryan Nesbitt having to go to the back of the field for being the cause of the caution. That'll definitely shake things up. It might be what prevents him from winning 3 tonight. We'll have to see if he can get back to the front. He is definitely wicked fast here. As they line up, pace car on the back straightaway. He'll duck off, and we will go green flag racing again. Let's see if Stephen Lindo can get a good jump, get out there and pull off the win. Here they go. Green flag is in the air. Brett Carroll to the outside. He is hanging right with Lindo. Lindo gets the run up off of 2. And looks like we might have had some incidents back behind. We're staying. Nope, caution is out. Looks like DJ Kenner had some problems on the restart. Gets down into turn 1. Oh, the 15 just got sideways and collected Kenner and Nesbitt. Several cars involved in that. Stephen Lindo still up front. Brett Carroll holding on to second. John Darby third. Kevin Martin fourth. Todd Schott fifth. Bit of chaos early in the running here tonight. Let's take a look at Doug Norton. I think he might have been, nope, he was not involved in that. There we go. That's what we were looking for. Trevor Burge there to the inside. He was the fastest car in practice, and looks like he just almost got clear of it, but got collected as well. And I do believe that that front car, Stephen Lindo, might be the only undamaged car on the track right now. Everybody was either involved in the first accident, the second accident, or both. Nobody is showing as having been to pit road to get repairs. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. As they line up and get ready to go green flag racing again. Lights still on the pace car, but they are stacked up ready to go green. Should be getting one to go this time by. The lights are out on the pace truck, so they will get the one to go. It will be Stephen Lindo and Brett Carroll on the front row, then John Darby and Kevin Martin, Todd Schott, Doug Norton. Todd Schott moving back up. Doug Norton is up 3 spots as well. James Johnson, Ryan Nesbitt, 7th and 8th. 9th and 10th is Trevor Burge and DJ Kenner. We'll see if Nesbitt can get back up there as well, if there is enough time left. He's going to have to avoid any further cautions. Pace truck is on pit road. Green flag is in the air. Stephen Lindo off the front already. John Darby now up to second place and challenging for the lead. Here comes Darby, and they're 3 wide right behind him. Brett Carroll looked like he was turned sideways on the front straightaway. And we're banging for the lead here. Caution is out again. And it looked like the 999 was the one that started that whole thing. He got turned, had some trouble there. The 999 was struggling, got too high, collected everybody behind him essentially. Several cars on pit road this time. Looks like Doug Norton will be on pit road. Stephen Lindo, John Darby, Kevin Martin, Todd Schott, James Johnson still out. Kenneth Boland is on pit road. Doug Norton is on pit road. I do believe I heard an engine blow. I'm not sure which one of them it was, but I'd imagine one of them had to go in and get a full repair. Doug Norton is on his way back off pit road, and I do believe he will stay on the lead lap. Just barely. So good job getting in and out of pit road very, very quickly. Manages to hold on to the lead lap. I do believe Kenneth Boland, though, looks like he is going to lose his lead lap. We'll have to wait for scoring to update once he gets slotted in line, but I do believe Kenneth Boland is going to end up being 1 lap down. Bit of a surprise to see this many problems this early on from this particular group, but it does happen. It is a newer track, and not everybody's had a whole lot of time on it. Lights are out on the pace car. We are 1-2 green. And if you're enjoying what you're watching, tune back in Monday night at 7:30 Eastern. A lot of these same guys will put on a heck of a show in the 358s and the big block mods and the 305s, and they're fun enduro races. Green flag is in the air. Lindo gets another good restart. John Darby still right there on the outside, way up by the wall. Manages to hold on to it. They are battling back here. Here comes Ryan Nesbitt, now back up into 6th. Ryan Nesbitt actually on the move. He was just passed by Trevor Burge just as we were saying something about it. Trevor Burge now on the move. He started all the way back in 11th. He is up to 5th. And Nesbitt trying to avoid him. Caution is out. Ryan Nesbitt got one heck of a run. Let's see if we can get the right clip here. Ryan Nesbitt had one heck of a run going down into the turn. Tried to get underneath, but didn't want to wreck his opponent. Spun himself out. Looks like he collected at least one other car there. Doug Tyre Norton also involved. Looks like Nesbitt might be done. Looked like he had blown his engine there. He might still have a fast repair left. We'll have to wait and see, but definitely a rough finish to the night for Ryan Nesbitt. After winning in the Legends cars and winning in the 360s, his night has not gone the same way. James Scruggs was the other car involved. He is on pit road as well now. DJ Kenner currently being scored one lap down. James Scruggs now back up off pit road. We'll see if Ryan Nesbitt can get back out. It does not look like he has a fast repair left because he is still smoking on pit road. I would imagine his night is done. But as far as nights go in racing, as Meatloaf would say, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. He has won 2 out of 3 races here tonight, so nothing to royally complain about. Although a heartbreak when he's going for 3 in a row here tonight. Meanwhile, everybody else is having to fight their way through the field. Stephen Lindo has had a really fast race car here tonight. John Darby's been able to compete with him a little bit, but after a lap, Lindo seems to start to open up a gap. And as they are pacing, the track is going to start to slick off a little bit, even under pace laps. That is going to affect it as well. And we know from everything else he runs, Stephen Lindo definitely knows how to run on a slicked off track. Lights are out on the pace truck. We will be going green flag racing in a moment, as looks like we're going to be single file this time. Definitely what Stephen Lindo wanted. It definitely gives him a bit of an advantage on this restart. Pace truck is off. He controls the restart. And looks like he was getting a little bit of a push there by Darby. Darby gets into the side of him going into one, gets him again. Lindo up, out of the groove, and that's going to allow a whole bunch of cars to come crawling right up behind him. He's got Todd Schott, Kevin Martin right behind him. Kevin Martin gets too high out of the groove. Todd Schott now up to 3rd. James Johnson now up to 4th. There's James in the black, blue, and orange car. James is charging through this field, but here comes Trevor Burge. We talked about it. Fastest in practice. Let's ride along with him. As he comes down into turns 1 and 2, you can see, as we saw him doing in practice, gets right down there, gets those front tires on the apron. And that's going to give him the advantage getting down under, but it looks like Johnson manages to get down just as low and block him. He is not giving up yet, and that was 2 laps, around 2 15-second laps around Bristol dirt in a pro late model. All right, John Darby still out front after moving Stephen Lindo up the track just a little bit. Looked like he helped give him a little push on the restart. Stephen Steven didn't get going right as John wanted him to. John helped him get started, and John has managed to move his way up to the front. Steven Lindo now to second. Todd Schott is in third, and he is coming to the front quickly. Meanwhile, Darby is opening up a bit of a lead here. James Johnson still in fourth. He has managed to hold Trevor Burge off so far. James Johnson a little bit into the wall there, manages to keep it going, but Trevor Burge closes right back up to the back bumper because of that mistake. Up front, it is still John Darby, Steven Lindo, Todd Schott, James Johnson, Trevor Burge in fifth. Kenneth Boland now back in sixth. He was extremely fast in practice. Can't get anything going yet in the race. Kevin Martin back to seventh. Eighth place is Brett Carroll after starting much further up and being up at the front early on. Doug Norton has been caught in just about everything, still holding on to ninth place. Ryan Nesbitt back out on track and in 10th, trying to fight his way back up. John Darby continues to open up his lead now. Taking a look at the overhead view, you can see nobody else is even in shot with him. He's got almost a full straightaway lead over second place Steven Lindo. Meanwhile, the battle continues to rage between James Johnson and Trevor Burge. Saw Trevor have to get out of it just a little bit as Johnson came down and blocked his preferred line earlier. But now it looks like Burge has got him right where he wants him, but got a little hung up going into the turn there. On entry to one, he just slowed down, maybe got a little too low into. He is right back to the inside though, going down into turn one. We'll see if he can get it done this time by. I think it's just a matter of time. James Johnson is going to have to give up the position. He cannot continue to hold him off. It is obvious as Johnson wiggles a little bit there. He is pushing for all he's worth. Trevor Burge dives it in there really hard, gets a little too low there, manages to hang on to it. Now he's got the inside line. They're even up going into three. Johnson moves up higher, trying to carry some more momentum. And it seems to work. He jumps back out in front. Johnson continues to hold on. Doug Norton is in the wall as these two come by. That is definitely going to hold Johnson up. Johnson way loose getting into 3 and 4. Trevor Burge takes fourth place. Now Todd Schott better start looking in the mirror as he is up here battling with Steven Lindo. Trevor Burge is coming. Caution is out. We saw Doug Norton up in the wall just a moment ago. Here he is. Coming through 1 and 2, just drifted up in front of the 15, caught him, and that got him spun into the outside wall, and that puts more damage to that 52 car. Not the kind of night Doug Norton wanted to have here. John Darby still out in the lead. John Darby started way back in 13th and has managed to work his way all the way to the front. A heck of a drive by Darby here tonight. Don't forget to go ahead and follow, share, subscribe, everything else. Make sure you're here Sunday nights for the BRR Cup Series. Monday night for the Outcast Dirt Series. They will be back on the dirt in the 358s, big block mods, the 305s, and the Enduros. Then Tuesday night, of course, is XCal Street Stock Racing. Wednesday night, Outcast SR8s at 9 Eastern. And of course, throughout the week, various streams and other exciting stuff. Tomorrow night, you'll be able to watch the stream of the HTSAI Fun Series. Thought something was wrong with Lindau's car. Yeah, it does look like he took a hit to the left rear when Darby came by. And he now has some damage. For the longest time, he was the only one undamaged on the track. Even Darby was caught up in some incidents earlier as he came up through the field. Todd Schott now back up in third place. Trevor Burge started 11th up to 4th, fastest in practice. We'll see if he can get it done here in a moment. Last time they went to a single file restart after some early cautions. We'll see if they do again. Lights, yes they will. Lights are out on the pace car. 10 cars currently on the lead lap. James Scruggs, DJ Kenner, both multiple laps down. Doug Norton did manage to stay on track and stay on the lead lap. Pace truck is in. Green flag is in the air. 11 laps to go. John Darby gets a good run off into turns 1 and 2. Stephen Lindau manages to maintain second, at least for now, but Todd Schott is looking to the high side. And Trevor Burge, we've seen it all night. He's going to come to the low side. Caution is out. And it looks like the 85 just got in a little too deep. Caught the back end of another car, and that caught Ryan Nesbitt again as well. It is worth noting one of the different things about the Bristol dirt track, A, is the size. A lot of the dirt tracks these guys run on aren't nearly this big. It is a half-mile track. And most of the tracks that these dirt guys run on are 15% or less banking. Bristol dirt is 17 to 19 degrees of banking throughout the track. Plus, you've got that flat part down to the inside that these guys are using, as we've seen Trevor Burge use that inside quite a bit to help turn the car, especially as the track slicks off. As you can see, the track is starting to slick off all the way around. I imagine we'll see Trevor Burge down really low, getting those front tires down on the apron and trying to get the drive back up off to take the couple of positions here. Lights are out on the pace car, so we'll be green next time by. And we'll see if we can get these last handful of laps in. Green flag all the way. Will be a single file restart again. John Darby up front. Stephen Lindo second. Todd Schott third. Trevor Burge is fourth. Kenneth Boland is fifth. Brett Carroll, Doug Norton, Kevin Martin, Ryan Nesbitt, and James Johnson round out the top 10. Green flag is in the air. 10 laps to go, and Todd Schott already looking to the inside of Lindo here. Lindo way up high, carries the extra momentum off of turn 2. He's going to maintain his position. Here comes Trevor Burge in that orange car, or I'm sorry, green car. Currently in fourth, but he's been one of the fastest all night. Meanwhile, John Darby is starting to open up a lead on Stephen Lindo again. And right behind Trevor Burge, here comes Kenneth Boland. Trevor Burge could not get around Todd Schott yet, and it had to check up just a little bit, it looked like, and that allowed Kenneth Boland to catch right back up to him. Meanwhile, Todd Schott going for second again. He sends it in there. Stephen Lindo gets a hung up coming off the turn, loses second, now losing third to Trevor Burge, and Trevor Burge carrying some momentum. 6 laps to go. Let's see if Trevor Burge can get up there. But Stephen Lindo is not done yet. He's not given up yet. He is still fighting back. Ryan Nesbitt, he was up front and dominant early in the race, got caught in some trouble, and now he is all the way back up to 6th. Meanwhile, the battle for second is heating up quite a bit as Trevor Burge gets right to the back bumper of Todd Schott. Can't quite get there yet. No, Todd Schott into the outside wall. Trevor Burge goes to second. Kenneth Boland to third. Stephen Lindo back up to fourth. Todd Schott fell all the way back to fifth. Trevor Burge is now trying to run down John Darby with 3 laps left, coming down to 2 laps to go. He may not have enough time. 2 to go. Trevor Burge does not look like he is going to have enough time to get to the leader. It is 1 lap to go. Kenneth Boland securely looks like in third. But here comes Stephen Lindo trying to reclaim at least one more position. Final lap up front, it is John Darby going to the checkered flag. John Darby wins the 3rd race here tonight in the Pro Late Models on Bristol Dirt. Trevor Burge comes home 2nd. Kenneth Boland 3rd. Stephen Lindo 4th. Todd Schott comes home 5th. Ryan Nesbitt, after going to the very back of the field, manages to come back 6th. James Johnson 7th. Brett Carroll 8th. Doug Norton 9th. Kevin Martin is 10th. And now let the celebration begin. If you think leading a race has a target on your back, try winning a race when you're in Outcast. There we go. Oh, they killed his engine the first shot. Nice work, boys. John Darby wins. His engine gets killed the first attempted wreck, but he's still sitting there on track, guys. Go hit him some more. That is the proper way to celebrate a race win. There we go. Doug Norton steps up. And looks like John Darby still has a little bit of motor left there. And he's going to go down pit road. Will he be able to hit Todd Schott? No, he avoids him and goes to his pit box. What's up with that? You're supposed to stay out there till the car is completely undrivable. And we've got Trevor Burge in the booth. Trevor, congratulations. Great second place finish tonight.
Thank you.
You were definitely you had the front tires down on the apron, and we noticed it in practice, and you definitely used that to get some momentum and make some passes in the race. But as the track slicked off, it looked like you started struggling to get it done.
Yeah, I was hoping to come up and get.
Sorry, it looked like you were struggling a little bit on the slicked off track there, Trevor.
I actually really like to run in the slick. It was just early on, got caught up in some cautions. It happens.
But you still managed to come from way back after being caught up to pull off a second place finish. Congratulations.
You and good run, John. Thank you guys for putting on the league. Um, I'd like to thank my sponsors, Burge Graphics, Dirt Affliction. Uh, these guys helped me out. Todd, Kenny, they helped me out a lot. So I want to thank those guys and Eric Burkhalter. So
Awesome. Congratulations. Go celebrate with your sponsors and team. And John Darby comes home first tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
That was a heck of a battle, and didn't know if you were going to be able to get to the lead there for quite a while. You kind of got stuck there in second behind Lindo, and just managed to get the perfect position on the restart.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Seems like on restarts I can get a little bit better than the person in front of me. I have to slow down a little bit so I don't get the black flag, but just got to time them just right.
Yeah, and once you got out front, I mean, nobody could touch you. You had opened up a decent lead within the first 2 laps.
Yeah, I've got a lot of practice around this track during hosted races and everything else like that. So I knew what the track was going to do in the feature, so I kind of already had a game plan of where I was going to run.
Well, it definitely worked tonight. Congratulations. That was a great win.
Thank you, sir.
And it looks like Kenneth Boland joins us. He came home third tonight. And Kenneth, it seemed like about every other time we looked at you, you were getting caught in something, went backwards, and then managed to come back to the front.
Yeah, it seems like that too. I mean, it is what it is. I just overcame all that and was able to push my way up to third place, and it was fun. It was some fun racing. I would like to thank Trevor Burge for making my awesome rap. Todd Shot, all those guys who helped me get better and better, and all my sponsors and stuff. It was fun. I enjoyed racing with these guys.
Well, congratulations, man. It was definitely a good comeback and a hard fought third. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Congratulations to everybody tonight. A great bit of racing. Everybody did amazing, and it was definitely a great show. Tune in just about every night for broadcasts or in car racing. And thank y'all for tuning in. Awesome night. Congratulations to Ryan Nesbitt and John Darby for their combined 3 wins. Have a great night, everybody.